You know what all the cool kids are doing these days? Listening to podcasts. And what does Toxic Radio have? Podcasts, duh.
Just as I thought.
Go to toxicradio.net and check out our weekly schedule for the lineup of great shows. Miss any of them live? No worries.
Thank God, dude.
We're on all the top podcast platforms, or just find them at toxicradio.net or on the free app. The choice is yours. Be cool or not.
We're gonna be cool.
Toxic Radio. Get the podcasts and get infected. It's summertime, and you know what that means.
It's too darn hot, too darn hot, too darn hot.
It's so hot!
Yeah, there's that. But also cookouts, pool parties, and the beach.
Oh, I'm all a tingle.
Right? And what do you need for those activities?
Sunscreen.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about music.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Toxic Radio is ready to go with you wherever your summer takes you. All you need is your smartphone, a Bluetooth speaker, and the free Toxic Radio app. You can also catch us on the TuneIn Radio app.
What if it's too hard?
Yeah, what if it's too hard?
Were you even listening? Phone, speaker, app. It's not hard at all.
Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Damn right it is. So make sure you have us with you all summer and never miss out on the great shows and the great music. Toxic Radio. Don't play your summer safe. Play it toxic. Does the real world seem unsatisfying?
It's boring, but it's part of my life.
Well, it's time to level up and reboot reality. Join Toxic Mike and Demonoid as they explore the ever-evolving world of virtual reality and everything it has to offer. Whether you're just starting out or you've been there from the beginning, Reboot Reality will introduce, educate, and guide you to the best in VR. Find it wherever you get podcasts at toxicradio.net or on the free Toxic Radio app. Reboot Reality. Log in and get immersed.
You are listening to Hot Tea with Jennabee. Fun!
What? Hello? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Hello, hoes. How are we today? It's a beautiful Sunday. It's God's day. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, for this day. And we're here, the newest episode of Hot Tea with Jennabee. And it's a friggin' hot one here in Jersey today. If y'all are not in Jersey, be happy and glad. As if, you wouldn't be any other day because it's Jersey. It's like 98 degrees and it's 6:03 at night. So, yeah. But anyway, I'm joined here today by my good friends. We got Aaron.
Hi.
And we have Brandon.
Holy crap.
What's up, everybody?
Sorry, I don't know. That was so awkward. Like, hey, here they are.
We've been out of practice.
I know. Can you hear me okay over there, Mike? Okay. I feel like if you could turn my headphones up just a smidget.
Here's what I need.
There we go. He's popping open. Today we are not sponsored, but we're gonna put it out. Loyal mixed berry lemonade. Shake well.
Nice.
Oh, I did not shake this.
I did shake it.
You did?
I
did.
didn't.
I
don't read directions.
Unlike most men, I read the directions.
Wow. Well, I did not read directions, but maybe, But anyway, so local 9 cocktails. If you're listening, we know that you are.
It is loyal. You said
It's-
local.
Oh,
loyal.
I can't read either. Clearly.
Good thing podcast is speaking and not
I
reading.
know. Thank God. Anyway, how are you guys?
I'm good.
We're good. We're hot,
Yeah.
but we're good.
It's a little toasty outside. But if we go outside for about 5 minutes, I guarantee we'd be like, it's so bad.
It's not bad.
Mhm,
That's not
mhm.
bad. We're just-
I don't normally wear makeup ever, but I'm wearing makeup today, and I don't know why.
Me too. It's crazy.
You are? What kind of concealer do you use, sir?
I'm sponsored, but no, I'm not.
Do tell! We're always looking for sponsors on the pod
We're
today.
wearing the men equivalent of makeup, which is beards.
It's true.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
As a licensed barber in the state of New Jersey, I can
Oh.
confirm that beards are 100% makeup for men.
I always
100%.
say beards are accessories.
Yes.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Same thing.
What is because what other point would you have a beard?
Yeah. I'm fat. So this makes me have a little bit of like a jawline right there, you know?
Maybe I need to grow a beard.
Yeah.
No, that's literally
all I do.
When I married Casey, I told her she will never see any of my chins again.
Yeah.
As long as we're alive.
It definitely works.
It's staying. Yeah.
It's staying, and it's here for John, my husband. Every once in a while, will cut his beard off. Okay, he shaves it like a full baby. Okay,
I can't.
he says he does it because it grows back thicker.
It's fake.
Listen,
all right, I'm
it's
the expert
very
here.
possible. I was
Let's
going
go.
to say,
This is my
let's
field.
talk. Let's talk
That's a
about
wives'
it.
tale. It's a wives' tale. It doesn't happen.
Hold on.
John, I know
have-
you're listening.
I have
Yeah.
to ask this though: is it a wives' tale because it doesn't work for anybody, or because it doesn't work for you? Because we need to clarify that you have super Portuguese beard powers.
I have good.
So what
I
applies
do
to
have
the
good
normal
beard
man?
genes. No,
does
it's
not apply to
definitely.
you.
It has nothing to do with. It's all in the. It was the same thing with like. They talked about when you would like shave your eyebrows,
Well, dude,
right?
say-
Or pluck your eyebrows. It's like, oh, it's
Ah.
gonna grow back thicker, but no, it's. You need a hair follicle there.
Yeah.
Just because you cut it doesn't mean another hair follicle is just going to magically appear, right? So,
Well, I can tell you this much, as someone who's
Okay.
been waxing his eyebrows since 6th grade.
Dang, that's young.
Well,
he's got
listen,
those bushy
the
caterpillars.
only reason I do it
okay.
is 2 eyebrows are better than 1.
That's it's very
So,
true. Very
but
true.
like I can tell you, over the years, they've had to put in more work and more work because it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Like it used to be
Well,
when I
that's
was in middle
just-
school, you could just tweeze here and there,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, bro, I'm
Yeah.
like I got a full blown caterpillar. Like if I don't maintain it,
I have heard that if you continue to wax
I don't
like
know
your
about
legs,
waxing.
like that eventually it'll stop growing. That is a lie. I've been getting my eyebrows waxed since I was a freshman in high school, so pretty long time.
Yeah.
But like I'm like, okay, well when is it gonna stop?
yeah.
When is it going to not grow back? I did just get them done. They are crisp AF.
It looks like he did too,
Thanks, you.
actually.
I did.
Did you?
And,
Who do you go to?
I honestly, since we moved to Gibbstown, I just go to the corner nail shop.
There you go.
And I'm like, I used to drive 20 minutes to go to, the girl who I grew up going to, and this and that. I'm like 2 minutes down the road, and
Yeah.
they do a great job. Like, I don't need anything special. I just need to not have a unibrow. I'm not picky.
It's true.
And don't be shaving it, right? That's not good.
I mean, you can. I mean, it gets you by. You know, I do all my clients' eyebrows. Like,
Really?
Yeah. I mean, granted, I'm dealing with most guys that come to the shop that aren't like this guy getting, waxing on the reg.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I service eyebrows, and it's just a real quick trim up the long ones, and then just kind of shape up if there's any
Nice.
middle stuff or any stuff around the edges here. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
for free, part of the whole service. You
Wow,
know?
a
Charge
package
for
deal.
it, package deal.
Do you want to drop where you work?
Not really.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm too busy. As much as I love to plug my shop.
It's okay.
You can't get in for like a month. So
Oh, okay. So don't even
don't-
bother,
well,
guys.
we need more barbers. So if you're a
Oh.
barber and you want to work at a shop that's real busy in Salem County, hit me up.
See, well, I am not a barber, but I do cut my husband's hair. Does that count?
Yeah. Well, you got to be licensed
Frig,
for it to
okay.
be legal, but I don't want to get in trouble.
Jenna's committing felonies in her kitchen.
That's right.
Whatever.
All right,
Cheers to that. But no,
I played
I
a drinking
just-
game today, by the way.
What? Okay, let's
I'm
talk
so-
about this
yeah.
drinking game.
God,
I had
I'm scared.
So this, I've Brandon's my best friend. I mean, love him to death
BFFLs?
for life, and since middle school.
7th grade. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I just started a drinking game with him where
Okay.
every time he references a book, I take a drink.
Okay.
That's a good
'Cause
one. All right.
he got really into he's an avid reader, and he's an excellent reader and retains some knowledge pretty well. I'm a terrible reader. I have to read a book like 4 times for me to even comprehend.
You've had
10% of it.
I've
I've had like one book of his.
Yeah.
for, like,
What is it? Not
2
the
years.
Richest Man of Babylon.
I don't know. Just Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah. You've
I
had
borrowed
Think and
yeah,
Grow Rich for like
Okay.
2 years now.
Yeah, and I'm like only 80 pages in. You know?
Well, so what
But
are the
anyway.
mostly? But I do have a question. What are the mostly the books that you read? Are they like
So
love novel? Are they?
No.
I am all nonfiction.
Okay.
Self-help.
I was gonna say
personal
self-help.
improvement. So psychology, philosophy are definitely the top ones.
go.
I like
Here we
fitness.
go.
I like financial like personal
I'm just gonna
finance.
drink in
Yeah,
advance.
just waterfall, and I'll
Yeah.
name them off. No, really anything that can like help me formulate a game plan to be better or do better or achieve more. Like I'm
Which is
very
good. And a lot of it is
Yeah.
like I'm so laid back and passive. I've learned a lot from his He's so
He reads
like,
for you.
He reads for me again, and I've learned a lot. Like I've retained so much from just him making changes in his life, and then it's bled over to me. So I do appreciate it in that sense. But yeah, he's constantly referencing books.
And ironically, on that
And
note, it's
it's
great having like him and Casey, like our whole circle of friends to talk to, because reading, there is certain retention in it, but what makes you retain things the best is if you can teach it to someone else.
Yeah.
So I
and
love
talk about it all the time.
Yeah, which is so I love. I'm like, oh
course.
guys, I just found out about this, or
So-
oh, this is how the brain works, or this is how this.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a little exhausting.
Yeah.
But I love him to death.
I just got done
So it's a-
reading Where the Crawdads Sing.
Casey was
It's
going to
good.
read that, I think.
Was not a self-help book, but it was very good. And I saw the movie. It was lovely. But you know who loves self-help books and things like that? My good friend Jean Durkin. I don't know if you guys ever.
Yeah, we met.
Did
We
you guys
met her when we were
when
on,
you
didn't
guys
we?
came to Paradelphia.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah.
did. I liked her.
She's a psychic medium, but she's
Yeah.
big on putting things out in the universe, and if you say it enough, your mind starts to believe it, and you start to put you're projecting things out there. So she's like probably my Brandon.
Okay. Cool.
Because when I need help with something, she's usually like my first person to call, like, hey, what do you think how to do this? She's like, okay, let's talk about this for a second. Okay, because she's a North Jersey girl. She talks like this. She
Yeah.
talks really fast. And then she's like, you know what I mean? And then she talks really loud. So she's like my Brandon.
That's cool.
Nice.
But we all got to, and I just see, I would fall asleep at self-help books.
Yeah, yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
And there's
No,
nothing
for
wrong
sure.
with it.
And my thing is, I'm like so analytical that when I want, whether it's like, and I still have plenty of work to do. Like I'm by no means have arrived, but if it's relationships, or if it's psychology, or if it's fitness, or if it's finance, or if it's whatever, my first thought is always like, if I want to do or achieve or learn or something, my first thought is always, well, who's done this better than me? Like who's winning at this thing? Whatever the subject matter is in literally anything in life. All right, well, maybe I should read about how they did it, or what they have to say, or the struggles they like. I'm kind of all about the scoreboard doesn't lie. So like, and I don't take it. I don't mean this pridefully, but like, I don't take advice from people who I don't want to wind up like. So
I mean, it's good advice. That's good advice in itself. Yeah.
So I want to learn from the people who are doing it really, really well.
Nice.
And then, you snag a little habit here or
Yeah.
saying here, and you post it on your wall, or you make it your computer back, and you're constantly thinking about it. And kind of like one of the big things in like that Jean. One of the big things that you hinted on that she says that I love is auto suggestion. That's what she's talking about. It's basically when you're one of my favorite authors, Robert Kiyosaki, he always says the most important conversation you have is the one with yourself. Because what you tell yourself, or what you think about, or what you dwell on, you are going to move towards that thing even subconsciously.
Yes.
So like there's a term in psychology called priming, where when you just constantly put something in front of someone, even on a subconscious level, even if their brain doesn't realize consciously that they're seeing it, it's still implanted there. So if you ever saw Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie, where they're con artists, but it does
Good movie.
I'll have
great
to
movie.
write it down.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's actually where I first learned about priming, and I was like, I need to dig into this.
Yeah.
So I messaged a really good friend who's now a psychologist. She just got her doctorate. I was like, what do you know about priming? And so she gave me Robert Cialdini's book. And
There you go.
yep, drink.
I'm actually gonna drink just because I mentioned books, and then Brandon went on a 7-minute tangent.
And it's
so
okay.
That's my fault.
That's what we're here for. Don't feel no faults.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I'm here to learn.
But yeah, anything that's like cool.
That's
how can
friggin'
we,
awesome.
How can we move
Yeah.
forward?
And
Yeah.
see, I read books to get me out of my reality, which no, I can't say that. I have a very
is a
good
totally-
reality.
yeah, for sure.
But the reality of the world, I should say,
Yeah.
I got you.
of how crappy.
So a lot of fiction, crazy.
Yeah, so I like to read Where the Crawdads
Crawdads,
Sing,
yeah.
and about a girl who be living in her house and her parents leave her at like 7.
Wow.
Didn't happen to me. So I'm like, hey, my life
Pretty
is
good.
good. Okay? Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So let's just see what's going on in the chats. Anyone,
yeah,
is anyone chatting? Nope. No one's. I don't know. I think my computer. Listen to me. I sound like I'm 90 years old. I don't think.
don't work.
Yeah, I don't think that it's because it says we have 8 viewers, but it says only one person's watching. So I just don't think it's loaded. Anyway.
Maybe it's a bad dial-up connection.
Yeah, friggin' DSL. Isn't that the beep?
Yeah.
That's
the
DSL, right?
Someone's on Kazaa downloading Eminem
Yeah,
songs. They're running slow.
yeah. Oh, I saw Ed. He commented. See, people are chatting. I'm sorry, guys. If there's anything important, Michael, pop it up. There we go. Thumbs up.
Nice.
All right. Do you have my intro to our news. He says, hold on.
News.
He says, man.
It's time for the news with Jennabee. What's the scoop? What's the scoop? What's the scoop?
I like
What's
that.
the scoop?
Oh my God, did you hear? Did you hear?
Yes. That was my brother that made that. Shout out to
Really?
Sketchy Rufus. Yeah.
Nice.
So, guys, I have bad news.
Uh-oh.
Skittles is not fit for human consumption.
I mean, I feel like I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's not fit for human consumption, but we still do it anyway.
Oh,
Realize-
I'll be honest. I don't really like Skittles all that much, but now the fact that I know that they're bad for
Yeah,
you.
This is great. Do you realize his nickname in middle school was Skittles?
And this is why, as soon as you said that, I was like, Jenna found shit on me.
Yeah.
Jenna knows.
Oh man, I wish I
You have
should
to
have
tell
did
her.
some dirt.
Tell the dirt.
Oh, I should
I'm not.
have.
You can tell. I'll let you tell.
I used to
Actually,
dye-
maybe not. I'll tell. No, I actually don't remember all this. So you
No,
gotta-
it's really
just make
simple.
it-
I
make
just
it
used
short.
to dye my hair a million different
Please.
colors.
Yeah.
And
Stop.
somehow that came out. Yeah, and it
So
just
your name was
stuck.
Skittles.
Yep. He had like the spikes and like all different colors. Like, a
Oh
lot of
my
colors,
gosh.
Yeah, it would be like
Classic
a different color every day.
90s.
Stop it.
Really, you know.
Oh,
Different
that's
life.
2000s.
that's
Back
hilarious.
when I had hair.
Well, I mean, now do you have hair? Do you shave it because like you're balding? If you don't mind me
Oh,
putting
I'm,
you on the
I'm
spot.
like
He's
full
pretty-
bore.
yeah, he's pretty-
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Really?
no. Unfortunately,
No.
I wish I was this bald.
Yeah.
But I'm just bald enough to be annoying, where I still have to
You still
shave
have to
because I
shave.
have like nothing here,
Oh.
and it's
On
all.
the sag, yeah.
You
No,
know.
it looks fitting for you though. I
Yeah.
will say there's some people that like they have no choice but to shave their head
Yeah.
bald.
I'm very grateful that I have a ordinarily shaped head.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
You were not a suction cup baby.
Oh.
A suction cup baby? Do you know what that is? Mike, do you know what a suction cup baby is? He don't know.
I do.
Hands up, no.
Okay, my husband's the one that told me this,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
pretty
bear
sure.
children, so I don't even know. So apparently, when you're like you get
Yep.
stuck, they'll
Mhm.
literally take a suction cup to the baby's head
And pull you
and
out.
pull. So my husband's
And the-
head
and
is like
your skull when you're obviously
It's soft.
coming out.
yeah.
It's soft. Yeah. They go through the cervix.
and
all
it's
that,
yeah,
so,
and it's supposed to like usually
go-
go back. I mean, because Noah's head was a cone, and John literally one of the first things he said is, "We come from France."
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Cone
oh,
heads?
look. There it is. There's a visual.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Holy
Who knew?
Mike said, "Oh, I actually have this up. I was looking this up earlier."
That's insane.
Who knew?
Um,
Interesting.
Yeah, but my husband told me that. But yeah, we come from France. You don't know
France.
that?
I mean, I didn't. Dude, I saw coneheads when I was like 13, 12. Now and even,
Classic.
and I was scarred for life.
As
It
an
freaked me
avid
out
movie
as a
buff, I am
12-year-old.
ashamed to say, never seen it.
Yeah.
All right,
Sorry.
guys. Thank you guys so much for coming to
Have
the
a good
show.
All right.
No, it's a good one. Watch it.
Okay.
It's funny.
I've heard.
And what's his face?
It
is
freaked
in
me out though as a 12-year-old or like
It-
11 or 12.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird.
It is a weird movie.
Oh.
But
Anyway, so
I don't know
Skittles.
how we went from Skittles.
Yeah.
Oh, because we were talking about your hair.
Yeah.
So anyway, Skittles.
We can be
is-
done with
Skittles is unfit for human consumption due to a toxin. I mean, you know. So, long story short, there's a guy that's suing the maker of Skittles in federal court, okay, in California. His name, what is his name? It doesn't say. It just says a San Leandro, California. Call us if that's wrong and you want to correct me. Accusing the company of flouting its 2016 promise to remove the chemical. So apparently, so when you were
okay.
Mr. Skittles or Skittles,
Mr.
they were really unsafe for human consumption. So anyway, this kind of brought me to another topic. If I can switch up here, I want to kind of know what are the other. There's some Skittles. That's actually literally the thing I was looking at, Mike. Thank you.
Titanium dioxide.
Titanium.
Nope.
No,
Still
didn't
Oh,
get
no,
it?
I'm with you.
Oh.
I'm with you.
Sorry, I didn't get that one.
Aaron, you don't know Sia? I am titanium.
Only
Nope.
reason I know that, though,
Sorry.
is because Anna
Cat-
Kendrick is my great love and Pitch Perfect.
Oh,
Pitch Perfect,
I was
yeah.
gonna say Cassie's
Okay.
like a beautiful singer. Is that why? And then you're
Well,
like,
Casey is a beautiful singer, absolutely.
She would
but
get those notes.
yeah.
It's a hard song to sing.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Titanium dioxide. Yeah, there's a lot of kind chemicals and like I think one of the smoothie drinks I used to drink kind of got in trouble because they were putting formaldehyde in
To preserve you.
the naked. Yeah, it was
Oh
the
yeah,
naked.
I remember that because Casey likes that.
Those
I'm like,
naked,
it's not as good as you think.
Those naked smoothies. I think they're still.
They
you
are.
can still see them at Wawa. I've still seen
Or
them.
there's
Really?
knockoffs at least.
But
They're
apparently
like, they had like green machine, which
Okay.
was like green juice.
Yeah,
and
there
they
was
had-
formaldehyde in
Gotcha,
it, yeah.
gotcha.
It's
Not
crazy.
surprised though that
If
there's.
you see, like, if you look at the side by side of the foods that are allowed in U.S. versus over in Europe, like
Yes.
everybody has totally different chemical makeups over there because all the shit that we regularly consume over there, they're
weird.
at least alert enough to be like, no, that's gonna kill you.
Yeah,
no,
I
you
think-
can't do that here.
Formaldehyde's probably not good, guys.
Definitely
Probably
not.
not.
And nor does titanium dioxide.
Titanium
Yeah.
dioxide.
And I think there's a list of like there's like hundreds of banned substances in like other countries in like the
Yeah.
UK for foods and stuff.
Yeah.
The US only has 6.
Yeah, it's crazy.
When like other countries have hundreds of banned substances. We
yes.
only have 6. Yeah.
Let's actually hold
Alright,
on. I did have a article. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I had an article about what, and then my game came up that we were playing later. Okay, let's just Google it. What
Google, Jujul.
foods are banned in other countries? It was an easy find. All right, let's see here, ma'am. Common foods in the U.S. that are banned in other countries. I love doing this. Like sometimes it's just fun to do, like on the whim.
It's very
Just go down the
eyebrow,
rabbit hole of
sure.
the internet. Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's get into this. Raised salmon. I did know farm raised salmon
Yeah.
is not good because they're literally eating their own like poop and
Yeah, it's
pee.
all. Yeah.
It's in like a pool.
Yeah.
What was that movie? Or is a Netflix documentary, Making a Murderer?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They raise salmon in their freaking where you have abandoned cars.
Like the junkyard.
The
there.
junkyard.
Really?
Yes. Did you see Making a Murderer?
I
Yeah,
did
my
not.
wife's really into true crime stuff, so
Same.
she watched it, and I would pop in and see a few things here and
Yeah,
there.
I mean, obviously, it like really wasn't anything
That
about
was-
the show.
Yeah,
But they had these big pools of salmon, and I'm like,
in a
Ugh.
junkyard.
That's kind of
where
weird.
they found a dead woman.
Where they? Yeah, right.
So anyway, so guys, farm raised salmon, stay away from it.
Wild call, baby, all day. Let's go.
Okay. Mountain Dew. Now I do.
Oh yeah, that's
That I can't tell you last time I had a Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
It's been many years.
and like I don't think necessarily it's bad. I just think the problem is people drink like 4 a day, and that's
Yes.
probably where you get in trouble.
Fun fact, you know what Mountain Dew originated as? What it was originally created for?
What?
It's supposed to be a whiskey mixer.
No
really?
way.
Hmm?
As a avid whiskey drinker, that sounds gross.
I agree.
What do they put in an old fashioned?
Old fashioned's usually bitters, a simple syrup like sugar, and then usually fruit. Yeah, it depends.
Is
There's
it
a
bourbon?
variety.
Is it whiskey?
It's usually bourbon. Yeah.
I had it once.
Bourbon. I love old fashioned.
If I get a
love
mixed drink, it's gonna be an old
Yeah.
fashioned.
I drink Malibu Bay Breezes.
Nice.
That's,
Hey,
and then I have diarrhea
there's
an
no-
hour later.
well,
So don't. If I ever come to a party, don't be serving me that unless you got a bathroom
Yeah.
close. Okay.
no
Thank you.
Malibu.
Okay.
Take notes. So Mountain Dew, great for a mixer of whiskey,
Apparently.
but
Ugh.
drink lightly. Chicken that's been chlorinated. What's that word?
Chlorinated.
Thank you.
Chlorinated with chlorine.
Chlorinated.
See, I can't. Thank God we brought someone that can read.
Yeah, that's right. So I keep them around.
Chlorinated. What is okay? Chickens that have been chlorinated, produced in the United States, gets washed and chlorined.
Yeah, to make it look like white meat.
Wait, so it doesn't look like white normally?
Oh my God.
Well, no, if you remember, and I'm a little out of my depth, I'm not an expert on this, but if you remember years ago, probably like over a decade ago, when McDonald's came out and was like, hey, great news, we have all white meat nuggets. And everybody was
Yes.
like, wait a minute, it was white before. What the hell? And they're like, no, don't look behind the curtain. Just know that we have all white meat. It's because everything gets bleached.
It was just like shredded all chicken parts, like just dyed to look white.
Yes.
That's putting
Not
it generously. It
actual.
was-
yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, McDonald's is the one thing that I won't. Like, I'll cheat and I'll go to Popeyes and but McDonald's, I'm like, I can't.
the
I'll do
only
it.
thing I
love
eat from
McDonald's.
McDonald's. You guys are gonna die. I don't eat McDonald's like ever. But the only thing, and I hope Dudley's listening because homeboy knows that I'd be
Shout out.
messaging
I miss
him.
Dudley.
Miss you, bruh.
Yeah, he's a little whore because he didn't come tonight because he thinks he's in like New Hope. He lives in New Hope.
He is living the dream.
Yeah, he's living the dream.
Got
I
his
kick him.
perfect relationship, his little cute puppy.
I do
Oh,
like
I know,
his dog.
With his little with
Pablo.
Pablo, the golden.
When he sends me
Whatever, bro.
Snapchats or Instagram stories of Pablo, I'm like, he's so
Yeah.
much cuter than
Wait,
you.
On that note, like I'm not a big social media head
Mm-hmm.
by any means, but half the reason I'm on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
is I have two things. I have inspiring content, like I've curated my feed to not be depressing,
Love it.
and then I have dogs. And my thing is, I don't have a crush on women anymore. I have a crush on
Puppies.
dogs on
Yes.
Instagram.
Yes.
Like, do you know what is Kate's last name? Photographer. Kate, cute little blonde girl. Anyway, she has Great Danes. She has house cows.
they're big.
And I've told her like a million times, like you probably it's probably between her and this other girl Tina, who I know from way back when, who has a Dogo Argentino. But like I'm not logging on for like ass pics of you in the gym.
For the trap
I'm logging on.
pics.
I'm like, look, just put your fucking dog up, please.
What's
I just
the
want to
Great
see your
Danes up
dog.
to?
I don't care about your ass.
Yeah.
Just put your dog up.
Yes.
I can respect that.
Let me tell you something. Now I have a bug. I have a Boston Terrier pug. She's my girl. I think she's the most beautiful girl on the whole planet. But I have actually had people message me and say, "That's one fugly dog."
Boston
They
Terrier
got
pug.
big eyes.
Yeah,
Boston
it's
Terrier
a-
pug. She's like this.
It's a doomed mix. It feels
It
like
is,
for me.
but she's like beautiful to me. It's like, you know, your child could be super ugly.
That's what
to the
all
world,
moms say about
but
their children.
She's so beautiful. I'm not kidding you. I laid down and took a 30-minute nap, and I was like, "Come here."
So we, we have two, and they're giant, and
Oh, they're like
Zeus
big
is-
babies, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, so
He's
it's-
got pitties too, pit bulls, and they're
Yeah,
both.
and we're pretty sure Zeus is like half mastiff because he's
Oh,
like he's
wow.
5 or 90
Huge, yeah.
pounds.
Yeah.
And his head.
but they're big teddy bears, all, but they're great.
But so we just, especially now that Link's going on too, and we're to the point where like when we just had Zeus, he slept with us, and we have our pillow top headboard.
Okay.
So he got used to sleeping between that and our pillows.
Oh
so
my
we were like, oh,
gosh.
this is years ago. So we just gave him
ridiculous.
his own 2 king size pillows. So
Yeah.
he, like, I'll show you. He sleeps above, or he used to up until like 2 weeks ago sleep above my head. At night. So we would
Wow.
technically sleep at his feet, and Sasha would be in between us, and she has to sleep under the covers.
I hate it.
Because she's
Okay.
spoiled. And we just finally got to the point where we're like, look,
Yeah.
we're waking up with sore backs. They're giant dogs. Like, we just can't do it.
Yep.
It broke our hearts, but we got them beds.
Mm-hmm.
And we got them, like, the most spoiled beds ever. Like, Sasha's has a built-in blanket that she
Oh
can
my
get on.
gosh!
Yeah, they're
stop.
ridiculous. Zeus, he just got a regular bed, but we gave
Yeah.
him, like, 3 of our human blankets and his own pillow. And they still, like, try to creep up
Yeah.
at night. And I
Sneaky.
feel so
Yeah.
bad.
I
Because
know.
Zeus is
Sneaky,
looking at
sneaky.
me like, yeah, but
Yep.
I used to sleep with my head on your shoulder. Like, what?
Aw.
Yeah, and I'm like, am I a shitty dog dad now?
Yep.
No, because you're
No.
still spoiled. But
And then you probably cried yourself to sleep.
well, I literally like we'll go into bed, and he does this thing now where he thinks if like when we go upstairs, if he real quick gets on the bed, like it'll be okay.
That you're not going to be like, "Oh, it's all right. You're here first."
And then I'm like, Zeus down, and he does the.
Oh, the puppy eyes.
85
And he-
pounds with puppy eyes. Like,
It's
bro.
so ridiculous, and so yeah, I'm gonna find you a picture.
My Winnie, she's little, so she will always lay on my bed. But Noah is still in his crib, and I'm curious to see if she's going to venture in his room when he gets into a big boy bed, because that's what I think. Like, she really wants to be in there with him most of
yeah,
the time,
yeah.
but I won't allow it because she's my baby.
That was a long, that was a big swing there coming around with the rabbit trail. I feel like.
Well, anytime dogs come up,
Yeah.
we'll
Oh, yeah.
probably, all 3 of us can probably
Everybody.
go off
I was
on a
like, wait,
tangent
how do we
there.
get the dogs? And I
Please,
was like,
if you have a dog,
and then it was because of Dudley, and then we
Instagram.
got to Dudley because
Oh,
of something
yes!
else.
That's right,
I was
that's
like, wait a
right.
minute, I'm trying to backtrack.
yep.
Where we started.
This
anyway.
is most of the time how the podcast works.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's good.
That's just how it works.
As long as they're on brand. That's
And
good.
anytime, if you guys want to start talking about a dog, oh my gosh, that's cute. Let's show the camera.
Can you,
Look at
Is
that.
gonna,
Yeah.
that's how we
Look,
used to
oh.
watch TV at night.
No way.
Stop it.
No
yeah,
way.
he's a big baby.
One fart and you'd be dead, though.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
Sorry.
You know what the sad thing is actually? He snores like crazy,
Mhm.
He's a CPAP.
and yeah, and so well he doesn't snore like that bad, but he snores.
Okay.
And Casey would get so annoyed by it. I'm like, babe, one day when we have to go to bed and there's no snoring, like you're gonna cry.
Yes.
You know, and so that was
Yeah,
almost like my
that's
noise
good.
canceling thing to go
Yeah.
to sleep at night. Of like,
Some people need
Yeah.
fans.
Yeah.
You need dog snores.
Dogs snores.
That's okay. Well, back to food that's not bad to eat. Oh, I can't even read this one. This is a sin. Little Debbie's Swiss rolls? Excuse me?
chemical shitstorm. I'm
Wow,
guessing.
yeah.
Oh my! Ah! No. How y'all gonna do my whole little Deb like that? Leave her alone. Look at her. She's a blessing from God. Okay, but why? Little Debbie Swiss rolls. The popular dessert in the United States contains food dyes yellow 5 and red 40. But okay, well, dye ain't gonna hurt nobody. While they are now permitted in European Union, they have to carry warnings that they cause adverse effects to children.
Nice.
They're also banned in foods for infants and young children.
Well, that's the red dye.
The red
40,
dye is so bad.
It's not good for kids at all.
It's not good for anybody. Like,
Yeah.
it's so bad.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty known thing now. For
Like, even
Red
now,
dye.
my son's favorite thing are ice pops. Like, he'll freak out and I pop.
Aw.
And we let him pick out his own color, and every
always
time it's not. He actually switches it up, but every time I'm like, dude, don't go for that.
Oh,
Don't
you
take
should just,
that.
when you buy them, put them somewhere else.
Yeah, I
like,
would
throw the
just
red ones
throw.
away. But then again, you mix in colors, you probably have red and like a blue
Probably.
too. I'm sorry, I keep touching your leg.
Oh, you're fine.
Hello. Okay, stovetop stuffing. I'm going to do one more after this. Stovetop stuffing. Excuse me. We're Americans and we love Thanksgiving. Okay?
Heard.
And that's because when you...
Well, here's the thing.
What?
Do you ever eat stovetop other than Thanksgiving? Because I'm pretty sure I only eat stuffing once a year.
Correct.
You're right. So it's
So
probably...
it's like,
we're probably okay.
We're fine. We'll be
The only
good.
other time I have
Yeah.
stuffing is it's Capriati's. Do you go there?
Oh, yeah. And
with the
the
Bobby.
For their Bobbies.
Yeah.
Best sandwich
yes.
ever.
Yes,
So I don't know
I
if they
get
use
that.
stovetop.
Delish.
I would imagine they
Yeah,
make
I might,
yeah.
those,
I
but-
might get a turkey hoagie from Wawa or something,
Oh, I
or a
can't do the
Capriati.
Go
Go to
It's
Wawa, give me a turkey hoagie.
What's this banned substance though?
Oh, this is
that
the
bad
mix contains preservatives BHA and BHT, which are suspected to be carcinogenic. Oh, I got that one
You
right.
did.
And to impair blood clotting. Okay, so if you are eating stovetop stuffing once a week, or for a little din, don't. All right, last one. Oh, there's so many. All right, I'm gonna do this
keep
one.
Going, yeah.
Pop-Tarts.
I could have guessed that.
I mean,
Right.
I almost picked up Pop-Tarts because I haven't had them in literally years. I almost got them at Walmart, and then I remember reading this article, and I said, I'm going to pass on that one.
I can't do Pop-Tarts. Toaster strudels all the way, though.
Oh, yeah, toaster strudels are good.
So much better, but like
they're probably
I just,
burning the chemicals that are bad for us, right?
Sure.
I
But,
mean, I'm a scientist.
So Casey and I are trying
Pop-Tarts
to
just, ugh, I don't know.
we're trying to instill a lot more healthy habits,
Mm-hmm.
and the way you do that is by removing temptation.
Yes.
And not keeping it in the house. And God bless her, my mother-in-law, part of the way she shows love is by getting things for her. Here, I picked this up for you, and I picked it. Oh, here, just take this. And I love her for it, but there's so many things now where we're having to go, like, to try not to hurt her feelings, but to also go, hey, we don't want that in the house. I'm sorry. We're like, because if it's there, we're going to eat it.
Yeah.
And so she was giving us stuff the other day. She was just giving me, like, here, I picked this up for you, and I got this. And I looked in one bag, and it was giant things of Pop-Tarts. I was like,
Family
I love
size.
you, but no. Like, you can't. Sorry.
No,
not,
poor Pop-Tarts and the Brandon's, I don't want to put your last name out there because I don't know how you feel about that.
Oh,
but
I don't care.
No, okay, Brandon Newberger household, no more. If y'all are trying to bring him some Pop-Tarts for Christmas this year,
I'm gonna get him some now.
you should.
It's going to happen
Just
now.
to troll him.
Like put him on like a one of those automatic resends. For Amazon.
From Amazon. Every 2 weeks.
God damn it! Who
Yes!
sent me Pop-Tarts?
Family size Pop-Tarts. Every 2 weeks. I love it.
Well, now we're gonna get a little of the celebrity gossip. So before
go,
this
girl.
show, we were talking, and they were saying, "Oh, we don't know anything about celebrity gossip." So I said, "Well, y'all gonna learn today." Okay.
Let's go. Teach
Khloe
us.
Kardashian.
Okay.
Y'all know her?
I've heard the name.
Oh, he's heard the name. And Tristan Thompson are having a baby via surrogate. Now, let me break it down for y'all for a second, okay? And
I know Tristan Thompson because
he's a basketball player, right?
I knew that,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I got that. I almost said
Yeah.
a football player, but I stopped. Proud of myself.
Good job.
So long story short, Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson were together for probably about 2 years. They got pregnant. She was 9 months pregnant, and a video surfaced of him cheating on her. Okay? Like full on, not just like, oh, maybe he was at a club. Oh, maybe he was just being a little flirty.
Yeah.
No. He was full on making out with 2 girls. They were sitting on his lap, showed them him grabbing their butts, all kinds of stuff. While she's 9 months pregnant, Khloe Kardashian, because she's a beautiful Cancer like me, she just says, you know what? We're gonna pretend this didn't happen. I'm not with you, but we're gonna pretend this didn't happen just so we can get through this birth. And she literally went into labor the next day she found out.
Jeez.
So she ended up giving birth. Then they had, they were like, okay, we're not together. they stayed not together from like 2018 till 2020. During the pandemic, they ended up like living together because they were trying to raise their daughter, and he lives in Ohio and all that. So they ended up getting back together. Well, then this little whore, Tristan Thompson, they get back together during the pandemic. So 2021, I think. He is
quite a handsome fellow.
He ain't. He ain't all that. He is trash.
I'm just saying, look, personality aside. I mean, come on, look.
I don't know sports, but is it just me or does he look like Embiid?
No.
Not he doesn't.
A little bit, maybe in the smile.
Yeah.
But yeah. But no. He's Cavaliers, right? I think he's in Ohio. Yeah.
Yes. He's in Ohio.
No, he's a good looking dude.
I agree.
I get it.
I mean,
that's why he's a whore.
He's got nice teeth,
and he's loaded too.
Oh, sure, but she probably got more. She got more money.
Oh,
than him.
100%.
I don't even know who she is, and I know that she's got more money than him.
So anyway, they get back together 2021. He's like 6 or 7 years younger than Chloe. And
really? Chloe's?
Yeah.
How old is Chloe?
She's in her getting up there. She's like 37.
Getting up there. Hey, easy, girl.
No, there's nothing wrong. But
Ceasefire.
40 years old is getting up there to me, and I'm 31.
All right.
So, Mike is ready.
Hey, he's like, hey,
this has been...
Jenna, you're about to have a lot of bearded men mad at you
upset.
No,
right now.
I know. Well, anyway, so they get back together, and then it comes out again that, okay, so hold on, let me take it back just for a second. They get back together, and it comes out that he got a girl pregnant when he was with her. But instead of telling Chloe about it, he got his lawyers to send a cease and assist. Is that what it's called?
Cease and desist.
Desist, thank you. To this girl that was alleging, like, I'm carrying his baby, and didn't even tell her that he knew that this was, might have been, well, then she had the baby, DNA test came out, it is his. So that was a few months, this is probably about 5 months ago that happened. Well, Chloe, they had been talking about having a surrogate, and her thing was that even before they were like back together, they were talking about having a surrogate carry a child for them, because she's like, I'm already parenting with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I might as well, like, you're a good dad, I might as well. And so I'm thinking that they're pregnant, the surrogate is pregnant with their child, even though it just came out that, he's cheating, and
I'm trying to follow along. I'm not well versed in this.
It's okay.
No, not the celebrity aspect. When you have a surrogate, is that just his sperm, or
no,
that's her egg as
yes.
well? Okay, gotcha.
It's she's just the temple.
Understood.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's so Kim Kardashian has
their
3
dough,
kids.
they're used in somebody else's oven.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I like that.
I like that. I don't think dough and yeast is the right. Anyway, go ahead.
Whatever, we'll go with it.
It works.
Send your hate mail to Mike@toxic.net. Whatever.
But yeah, it's
effed up. But my thing is, everyone's like, why would she do that? He just cheated on her. I don't think finding a surrogate is an easy process. I think it takes like many months, if not a year to 2 years. So I think they started this process probably.
I just think she wants some of them 7-foot tall basketball jeans. You know?
And her kid looks
come on, bro.
identical. Mike, can you get a pic of True Thompson?
Yeah, like seriously, you're just creating D1 athletes in like
that's true.
To order.
I hope it's a boy. I hope they have a boy. But 100%. Wait till you see this child. It was pulled right out of his butt crack.
Yeah.
100%.
But it's
crazy.
I mean, that's a very true thing. I know people who are going through like separating and going through divorces, but they still want more kids.
Yeah,
that's his kid.
Yeah, and, there's no denying it.
Oh my god, how adorable. But like, I know of a few people, actually 2 people in mind, that where the girl is like, why don't we just have another kid together?
Yeah.
We already have one.
Right.
We're already co-parenting together. Like, we're not together, but like, I want another kid, and it would be easier. I mean, it really kind of makes sense. It'd be easier for us to just have another kid together, even though, I mean, because like to find a surrogate, it doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense.
As a settled
logistically,
down,
it makes sense.
Boring dad, I cannot tell you how much anxiety just thinking about that gives me. I tell Casey all the time. I'm like, Case, whatever we do, Like, we have to make this marriage work. Like, we have to communicate.
But-
we have to go to counseling. Because
I-
I can't re-enter the dating pool.
Yes.
I can't.
No.
The
That gives me stress
That's part
just
of it
thinking
too.
about
Part
it.
of it, re-entering
I-
the dating pool. Re-entering the dating pool is part of it. But the other part is you meet another person. You have that second or third kid, or however many you want, and then you have another location now
Yeah.
that you're having to. I have to bring
Because
this
if it
big
doesn't
kid
work
here.
out,
I have to
yeah.
bring this
Yeah.
kid here. It's like you're constantly.
And that's why I'm like, yeah, we
It's-
got to
yeah.
burn the ships. Like, no exit strategy,
Yeah.
no backup plan. There is
Like-
no divorce.
Right, right.
We're,
I'm not
like,
saying
we have to make this
I'm not
work.
saying I agree with it, but I'm saying
Yep.
there are some good points to be made.
I told
Why-
John
why
before
they're
we got
doing it.
married, hey, if you go, you're gonna have to. I'm like, bury. Wait, what's that song? If you die, they better dig too. Anybody know that song?
I
No.
don't.
It's a country song.
That's why I don't know
No,
that
it's
song.
not
This is a country song.
Brandon just gave me was
I-
a fear.
I don't want to be stereotypical of Mike, but I don't think he listens to country music either.
I wish that there was a camera right here that he literally looked at me with full
Yeah.
fear in his eyes. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, good luck to you, Chloe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tristan, I
mean,
hope you get hit in the head with a basketball.
Can we make it a point though that
Yeah.
when you hear like rich people, famous people go through, like they just don't live the same lives that we
No.
live.
They're very disconnected.
Like it's so
Yep.
it's so incredibly disconnected, and like people like, and this is the problem. Like we idolize these people, but you look at the lives that they live,
Yeah.
and it's just not realistic. Like
And this was a perfect gateway for my next topic.
Okay.
let's go.
This was a literal perfect
Let's go.
gateway.
That's
Okay,
how
we're
we do
still going on this Kardashian train. Okay, now
Okay.
we're gonna switch to the other side of the family.
Kim?
Kylie Jenner.
Oh, Kylie.
She's
Although
the
I-
one with the makeup, right?
She's the one with the makeup, the lip
Okay.
kits. She's got fake lips, living her best.
Okay.
Homegirl has a private jet.
Can I be honest?
Please.
I think Kim's the only one I could pick out the difference. I don't know how.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kylie's younger. She's actually a Jenner. She's not a Kardashian. She's Bruce, well, the former Bruce
Caitlyn's,
Jenner's daughter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there she
Okay,
is.
that's
very
okay.
fake lips, honey. Stop.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know
the-
why I thought she was somebody who looked like way younger. Maybe I'm.
Well, when
I'm
she does
thinking-
not wear makeup, she does look a lot younger.
I don't know. No.
But
But yeah, okay.
most
Yeah, I'm
of the time
sorry.
she
I
wears
just
makeup.
be
No,
honest,
you're
I don't-
fine. So anyway,
Can't tell with
she was like on Forbes because she was a billionaire. She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
actually
I heard
richer
about
than
that.
all of the
Yeah.
other
Because of the
kids.
makeup thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, I heard about
Good
this.
for her.
Well, her girl been spending a little money, and she's no longer a billionaire. She actually only worth
Only.
$770 million. Trash. And half of that is because she went out. Oh yes, there she is. She's got a very weird hairline.
Wait, that's her.
That's her without makeup. But she's now worth not $1 billion because
that
she's.
picture looks old, but anyway.
It
might have been a little
no.
old. No?
I'll tell you if you look at recent pictures of her without makeup, she looks like that.
Crazy.
It's very a lot younger. She has been out here spending lots of money. Okay, she bought a private jet, and
Yeah.
she has just been going all over the place. She's been taking 17-minute private jet rides to avoid LA traffic. What? Oh, the
Yeah,
climate
it's-
change. Do you see
yeah.
how hot it is outside,
This is- yeah.
Kylie?
On that note, that is what, and this is my spiel, but this is why. And did you hear? I'm not huge on celebrities, but I think it was like the People's Choice Awards or the Golden Globes. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's what. But whatever they had Ricky Gervais host a while ago.
That was.
Is that?
He did the Golden Globes, I think.
Okay.
That
But he
was the
did, like,
last one
5
that was
years in a
like
row,
real
and-
spicy, right?
Oh, dude, he's
Yeah.
always real spicy.
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
just
yeah.
goes after
He
celebrities.
goes in.
But well, it's
I
not
love
like
it.
because he's a comedian,
Uh-huh.
and there's always supposed to be like, oh, that's funny. But he just says shit raw as hell to where everybody in the audience is like mean mug.
Like,
this was
yeah.
right after
Dude,
the
she had a TV in there. Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but this was right after the Epstein thing, and he made an Epstein joke, and everybody like laughed, and he's like, look, I know he's your friend, all of you out there in the audience.
It's true.
I know you went to Fuck Island, but
Yep.
it's true. And everybody's like, you know, and
Now they're
everybody's mean-mugging.
triggered.
But he goes after people.
Yeah.
He's like my favorite celebrity to speak about celebrity perspectives, because one of the things he said at whichever award show I'm thinking of, he's like, look, just come up, say your thank you, don't give us your fucking political speech about what blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I hate
Don't talk about the environment, and you all flew here on
Yes,
your private jets.
Like,
burning
don't talk about
tens of
anything in the
thousands
real
of
world.
pounds of jet fuel.
Yep.
Yeah, like you can talk about, oh my God, the fact that you only made $8 billion off your latest product or whatever, but don't talk about real world problems.
Yes.
Like if you have a nanny, if you have someone else raising your kid, which I'm not even knocking, but the thing is, like, unless you live in the same world as us, how are you going to lecture me on climate change?
Right. Or started from the bottom. Kylie Jenner is always, she had like several silver spoons in her mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's sitting there taking these 17-minute flights. But then I sit and think, if I had a private jet, would I be doing that? Would I be taking it to Philadelphia?
That's a very wise thing to think, because I would 100% do the same.
I'd probably be like, okay, I want to go clubbing tonight. Dudley hop in, Steven hop in. We taking the private jet, and I'd be landing at Philadelphia Airport. So as much as, but I'd probably feel bad about it. She probably doesn't feel bad because I started from the bottom.
It's just like, it's so weird to say I would, or why would they do that, and it's like you live in different ways. It's one of those things where when everybody's like, oh, I would run into the burning building and save that, or oh, I would. It's like, well, you don't know until you're there.
You don't know
and
until
so
you're
to
there,
say what you would do with $8 billion or however much it is, like thinking about that from my normal, just 9 to 5 working a day job thing, I'd be like, wait, if I had a private jet, I would sell it and invest it and live like, what do you mean? If like I would never have a use for keeping a private jet. I'd be like, well, how much can I get for it on Craigslist?
No.
Like,
Craigslist, is that still around?
I'm dating myself. But like,
Craigslist.com/private jets.
how can I?
One posting for
Facebook
Brandon.
Marketplace. Babe, Casey, post the jet on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I sit and think about that, and then I think about.
I mean,
hey,
it is crazy though. Their traffic is bad.
It is.
Like if you.
But they apparently said that like where she goes for these 17 minutes is like 45. It's like a 45-minute drive.
It's not that bad.
No, it's like from here to Philly.
But
or from where we live.
Do you know what the kicker about this is, though? It's not that, a 45-minute drive isn't bad. It's that you're not fucking driving anyway. Someone is driving you in a Rolls Royce, and you get to sit in the back in your air-conditioned with your seltzer water in the glove compartment or the center console.
Like, taking a
You're
nap.
not actually driving.
What's an extra 30 minutes in the lap of luxury?
Exactly.
Rough life you live.
I am.
So they were
devil's
talking.
advocate.
Okay.
I'm sure as a billionaire woman who's kicking ass.
Not a billionaire anymore. 770
Well, okay,
million.
whatever.
Okay, that's
But
a valid point. Time is money.
She's many businesses. I'm sure she's got a lot going on. So time is very precious to her, I'm sure.
That's
so,
a valid point. Time management
because,
is big.
And if you have the money, you should know this. You're big, like you're the time management guy.
You're absolutely right. Because I've said.
So yeah, devil's advocate.
You're
she's
right.
busy. She's got a lot going on. Got her big makeup, Titan industry thing she's got.
That's
going.
very valid, because I
busy.
always said, like, the only way I could ever justify buying a Tesla is if I could be getting work done and generating dollars per hour, like
while you're
working
in the car.
while you're
exactly,
driving.
yeah, like that's the only way. But so that
don't
makes
knock her all
sense.
the way, because I mean,
Kyle, if you want to come pick me up, I'm here.
Let's go.
Come hit me up. I'm on Instagram at @realJennabee. Thank you.
Day 5 of
Dave, she's gonna be my first one. I'd be like,
Yeah.
girl, I know that you're like killing the planet right now with your 7-minute rides, but will you come be on my podcast?
Fly to me.
We did, yeah.
You can be here in like just a few hours.
You got time and you got money. Let's go.
Let's go.
So Kylie, if you want to call us and make things straight, give us a
Defend
call.
yourself.
856-485-9565. Call us right now though. And then just to glide through another one of our topics I had written down, Stranger Things. Will is gay. Did you guys watch Stranger Things? Love.
I did.
He's here. He's queer. Get used to it. He loves. What's the guy?
Mike.
Mike. He loves Mike.
I will say that because I'm.
Question.
Go ahead.
I've only seen season 1.
Okay. He's
okay.
Oh yeah.
He's not
Is
gay.
his character or the actual the guy?
His character.
The character, not the actor.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
His real name in real life is Noah Schnapp.
Cool.
So he is
So
not
the
gay.
character, he's getting older.
Yes.
Right. So now in the show, he's older.
There he is.
He's got the
his,
hots
with
for
his crush.
Gotcha.
I will give kudos here because and this might be inflammatory or politically incorrect. I don't know.
Okay.
I have to limit my exposure to TV and movies because I'll binge. So
Okay.
I've tried to detract myself and only Stranger Things is one of the ones where it's like, no, that's top tier. I have to watch this.
100%.
One of the things that greatly aggravates me, like you got so many people, like most things, I see myself as in the middle politically. But
Me
everybody's
too.
gonna But
Me
so
too.
there's so many people who are
Amen.
like, hey,
Amen.
you know, Disney and
get
gay
that.
scenes and kissing men or whatever, and like, oh, you can't have that.
Right.
And then there's other people who are like, yeah, put it in there. The more, the better. And my thing is like, yo, if it's art, just make it flow. And so there's so many things. Like the Umbrella Academy's on my shit list because
I've never seen it.
I just
I've
stopped
heard
watching
good
it.
things, but
It was great. But what they did basically, what is it? Ellen Page is now Elliot Page.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, fine. But they had to go in and make her character in the show trans as well. And I'm like, hold on.
Okay.
You're an actor or an actress.
So
If you
you're
can't-
saying so was Elliot a female in previous seasons?
Yeah.
And now
Yeah, she was
Elliot
Vanya,
is a
and
male.
now she's
isn't-
Victor.
Correct.
And she's like,
I
she cuts
see.
her hair and she's like, I'm Victor now. And I'm like, hold on. If that were naturally occurring, like in the script or in the you know, in the plot line, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I would be okay with it. But you now had to switch your character because in real life you want to go trans, so now you can't play what is
woman.
it? A cisgender? Would that be the right term?
Yeah, I think so.
Now you can't play a cisgender woman on TV. You're an actress. You play
Right.
people that you're not
Yeah.
all day long. Now on the other hand, with Stranger Things, and they did it very well where you could see it
It
building
was a
up.
build
and
up.
yeah.
And I think that's where you're coming from 100%. I get
And my
what you're
thing
saying.
is, like, you guys did this really organically. Like, it fit the script. You could feel it coming on.
Past couple
It made sense.
seasons just
Yeah.
kind of built up, and now it's like, oh, he is.
Yeah, and so I can appreciate continuity in a script, and like, I don't care. But when you're clearly just doing something for a political agenda or to appeal to a certain demographic,
Backpats,
then I'm
really,
like, come on, you've completely pissed away the art in it.
Right.
But I did appreciate that in Stranger Things. Like, they did it so organically, so well.
They're actually I didn't read the article because I think I started to open it and I started to glance at it and then I got sidetracked. But they're actually like getting crap, I believe, from the gay community.
Can relate on that one.
Because
Getting distracted.
They get distracted.
Can relate.
I have a toddler running around. They were getting crap from the LGBTQ plus community because they made his character gay, but doesn't make sense because did they do that with? I guess because I think is because he is not gay in real life.
See,
What they want, and it does make sense. This is where I think that they're coming from. There are many gay, lesbian, transgendered actors in Hollywood that instead of using one of them who is already and they can play the part because they are that part, they're making a character who's straight into gay. It's just like instead of hiring someone who's fat to play a fat part, they're hiring a skinny person and putting a fat bodysuit on them. There's a movie coming out that they're doing that, and I was just like, what the frig? Yeah. So but really, I don't think Thor would be a good example.
No, because Chris Hemsworth was already established, so they couldn't recast.
But not only that, I'm thinking like more of like the main character is dealing with fat struggles, and it's like, hold on, you're skinny, you can't relate to this.
That makes sense.
I get that you're an actor, so that's the only thing that I could see as far as the Umbrella Academy goes. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I can see the thing in my head on Netflix, but I've never watched it. So that's the only thing I can think of. It's like, okay, well, we're gonna let them play their true self, even though they are playing a character. I don't know.
My thing, and I'm probably going to be a little polarizing in this, but I'm very meritocracy based. Like
Big word. What's that?
Big word. I do it
you
all
get
the time.
rewarded for the value that you're bringing.
Oh, okay. I see.
So hey, we're not promoting you because you've been at the company for 7 years. We're promoting you because you've done really well. And
I see.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I am very big on action, consequence, personal responsibility, effectiveness. Like if you want to move ahead or you want to do a thing, do it well. And so I have very strong feelings on a lot of the move, and even like the last 10 years for an aim at diversity.
Yeah.
And my thing is, and especially after reading Jonathan Haidt's book.
What's that called?
I'm actually out. So
actually, Aaron's wife is reading it right now. I'm lending it to her. It's one of the best books I've ever read. It's called The Righteous Mind: Why Good People Are Divided on Politics and Religion.
Okay.
And it's literally like, it's not pushing one side or another. I actually really like it because the guy Jonathan Haidt, he's one of my favorite psychologists and authors. He is actually left leaning. He used to do some speech writing for Obama, I believe. But he does such a good job at looking at and crediting both sides, or all three sides, because he even leans into like libertarians and whatnot. But it's really all it's doing is breaking down why, evolutionarily, why psychologically, why socially we see things as right and wrong.
Interesting.
And one of the things that he talks about is what actually brings people together, and touches on diversity. And I very much agree with him that diversity for the sake of diversity is bad. Diversity should happen as a byproduct. Like, for instance, let's say you had 5 people on your podcast, like regular members, and like, let's say it was like The View. If you aim it as like, all right, we need a black woman, we need a white man, we need a gay, like, and you just try to check all the boxes, of which I am very against, of intersectionality. They want
a diverse, like they're already looking for a diverse instead of letting it naturally happen.
And one of the things that Haidt talks about is when you focus on what separates people, like as a society, you separate people. You're literally drawing lines. The best company, but like even in examining companies, you know, because he's looking at capitalism and whatnot. One of the things he talks about is what creates a truly diverse place is when you focus on one thing that brings people together. So this is common identity politics versus common enemy politics, which is something that I'm huge on. But the idea that, like, let's say you had a podcast and there were 5 members and you're looking for 5 members, and let's say it was about celebrity gossip. Like, let's just, because that's low-hanging fruit.
Yeah.
The goal should be to bring together the people who are most passionate and most knowledgeable and who can lend the best content about celebrity gossip.
I love
that.
And
then when you look at that thing, and that's what brings people together, well, cool. If it's a black woman who likes celebrity gossip, if it's a straight man, if it's a gay, trans, or like whatever it is, then there's natural access to that thing. Just like when you look at when you look at Apple or like Steve Jobs, the whole concept of that business, like the underlying foundation, was to go against the grain, to do what other people aren't doing. Hey, we're doing it a different way. Hey, we're doing a simple user interface. And because of that, now you have obviously a massive workforce. Right. But when that's the thing that brings people together, that's, and honestly, even in that book that I was just talking about, it talks about how that's been one of the goals of religion of the past millions of years, is to encourage cooperation outside of immediate kin. If you can focus, like, think about church. You grew up in church like we did. You can have a diverse range of people, but what brings them together is, hey, we agree on this one thing. Yes. And the same thing with, take it to climate change. Have a bunch of people who are passionate and who can lend the most expertise and give the most value and provide the most solutions about climate change, and you will have a naturally, at least somewhat, diverse population. But the fact of going like, oh, Jennabee, sorry, we already have 4 white people on here. We need more diversity. Like, you might have the best content available, and that's why I say, go looping this back to acting. Yeah. Like, the gig should go to whoever can act the best. I don't give a shit if you're straight or not, or if you're gay or you're trans or you're whatever. If you can play that role the best, then you should get that, regardless of whatever you are.
I definitely see where you're coming from, for sure. It's weird because it's definitely one of those things where it's like, I see both sides. Yeah. So it's like, but I am also not a transgendered actress who's looking for work, and they keep hiring, straight people to play, Yeah. So it's one of those things. It's like,
it's tough.
Should have.
It's like, and you see people like, and you hate when you see, because that's the problem is, there's been so many examples of people who get left out because of their sexual orientation, because of their sexual identity, because of their color, their skin, and because of their, how many women get left to the side on occupational issues at jobs and corporate jobs, and it's like you see that kind of misfortune happening and those kind of trends happening, and you're like, you want to stick up for those people. So it's like you get that side, and you're like, man, these people are constantly getting,
getting snubbed.
No fun. So it's like it's hard, man, because like I'm always on the side of the people getting stomped on, right? And it's like, like sometimes art may suffer and like I'm not crazy about movies. I don't like. Some people are nuts about films and movies and music, and they terrorize it, and they'll like critique it down to like all these little things. It's like, it's entertainment, it's fun, it's not. We're not changing the world here with movies, right? You know, so it's entertainment. You got to take it as it is. If
absolutely.
If art has to suffer a little bit to get some sort of movement forward. Now, granted, a lot of it can be gross overcorrection. I feel like because there's been so many terrible things that have happened in corporate offices and some of these films and stuff. I think a lot of it is some gross overcorrection, but if art suffers a little bit. But we're gonna get better. Like, okay, let's do it.
I think the biggest thing is for people that, like, I referred to, like, okay, stop hiring a skinny person to play a fat person with fat person's problem. Hire a fat person. I think it's just people want to be seen.
Yeah,
That's what
for
it comes down to.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's hard.
But I get what I like see both sides, so I understand.
I'm gonna literally edit this down and just give you the bullet points here.
That's
but I think
10 minutes still.
No.
Fine.
I think it's a great point. Honestly, that book is one of the best books that I've ever read in terms of understanding how people function and how I can interact with people who differ from me. And it talks about, instead of, oh, you're left or you're right. Oh, you believe this or you believe that.
I hate
but
that.
It's not that.
Yeah.
He talks about what he calls the moral foundations. He talks about ethics being like taste buds. And there are really only 5 tastes. There are it's sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and something else.
McDonald's.
But yeah,
savory.
That's fine.
But he talks about how like you kind of have morality taste buds, and that like lets you know where you land. And he talks about how generally speaking, left-leaning people care about harm and care, like harm versus care, and equality. And then he talks about how libertarians, such as myself, generally put one value above all else, which is freedom, and individual autonomy. And then, ironically, conservatives or people on the right tend to dabble in all 5 taste buds, which are care and harm, equality, sacredness, like for instance, oh, you can't do that to the Bible, like that's, or hey, you can't do that to the flag,
or you can't do the Constitution's
exactly
the way it is. Don't touch it.
So there's sacredness, and then there's a respect for authority, which is obviously the conservative deference to the military and police. Like there is a regard for authority, and then also community, which is something that I like. That's probably my biggest thing that I'm in danger of losing as a libertarian, because very individualistic versus, hey, everything we do impacts the community, or this reflects on my family, or oh, this impacts my neighbor, or whatever. And I think going back to issues like that, like what we were just talking about in acting and equality versus equity, which is kind of an equal share in everything versus being treated equally. One of the biggest things that I lean on, like he even goes into it in the book and kind of subdivides equality between equity, which is, hey, there's one of this person, one of this person, one of this person, one of this person. This is the, what did I just say? Whatever the theory is of, like, we need one of everything. Versus fairness in terms of merit-based rewards of, like, well, I think this acting gig should not go to, oh, I'm sorry, we need one of lesbian white girl under 20.
Right.
It's the, like, I lean very heavily on the meritocracy aspect of, like, yo, if you want a chemical engineering job, just go be the best chemical engineer possible. And back to your point, and this doesn't always work out, like, of course there's discrimination, but the way that this is theoretically supposed to work out in the long run is, let's say that there is a fat transgender actor who can't get work because he or she is fat and transgender. The theory, and again, theory is different than practice, but the theory should be that everybody else passing up this person, somebody else is going to find tremendous value, and their movie is going to do amazing once they finally cast that person.
I see.
You know, and again, that's on paper. It doesn't always work out that well. But the idea being, like, just go provide the most value you can in your craft, in your job, in your relationship, in your community, whatever. And, like, my personal bent anyway is, like, if you truly care, like, if you say, hey, I'm directing a play and I want the best lead as so-and-so, well, if a transgender person can genuinely bring that much value, you better hire that person. Because that's what they're doing. And if not, then we need to throw this, like, oh, yeah, but it doesn't matter. They didn't nail the role. Like, you know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
But again, that's my
10 minutes.
That's Brandon's view, and we love it. I love it.
And
there was people that got snubbed at the Emmy Awards nominations. You guys have to look that up for another day. That was a hot mess.
Bro.
Wait, was that the Will Smith one?
No,
No,
that
it was
was
the one before, right?
that
Or
was
two were-
Oscars.
it was
Oscars. Okay.
Oh
gotcha.
yeah, that was fun.
It was good.
It was
good,
interesting.
Good week for you. I'm
That-
sure,
oh,
right?
I was watching it live. I was like,
yeah.
I'm not even on
I
social
got it.
media much, and I saw that. I was sitting on the toilet, and I'm like, wait, who
Great.
did
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
Yep.
And we had a show that following Sunday.
dude,
it
that
was
was-
great.
yeah.
That was like,
That's like gold for you.
it was.
Yeah. It was pretty
This-
wild to watch.
Yeah. I mean, please, if anyone's famous and wants to get up and slap some more hosts, I support it. Give me a call. You could be on Hot Tea with Jennabee.
Ratings, baby. Let's go.
Let's ring them up. And speaking of ratings, we're gonna wrap it up here. Speaking of ratings, if you don't like Hot Tea with Jennabee on Instagram or Facebook, what the frig you doing with your life, ho? Like us right now, okay? And when this goes live on our Mike, where are we? We at Apple, we at Spotify. I don't even know. I know we're on Apple.
Everywhere and anywhere you get podcasts.
Woo!
Yay.
That's where we
Just
are.
everywhere and anywhere.
Hot Tea with
That's
Jennabee. Search it.
Spotify.
Give me them 5 stars. Hit follow because every episode that I've put out has reached the top 60 on podcasts
Let's
for the
go.
United
That's
States
pretty
for
dope.
entertainment.
Congrats. That's awesome.
So thank you. Let's get up. I want to try to get up to 40. It doesn't last long, but it's because people hear in the episode and then it drops down
Sure,
eventually. But let's get it going, y'all. I don't even care. Just have it playing like when you're sleeping. Turn your volume all the way down. Just have it on continuous loop. I would love that for me and you. Unless you want to hear my voice and hear Brandon's voice and Aaron's voice, just re-listen to this episode the whole time. Right?
It works.
It's a very soothing voice you have. Put people to sleep.
Yeah, no one's ever told me I'm soothing.
No.
Don't listen to me.
Well, this was fun. I knew that this would be such a good
I
conversation.
wanted to play the game though. It stinks.
Oh, what was this game?
Oh, it
We
was.
don't have time for it.
It's
though.
okay.
Well, we'll
have you
talk
on
about it
another- We'll have you
afterwards.
on another episode.
Yeah.
It was just rating 90s movies.
Oh, that's such
Please
a good,
have us back.
I will. I most
that
definitely
would've been a
will.
good segment.
Yeah, it was just like I tend to get like fillers for if we run out of time because
Oh, okay.
not if we run out of time, if we run out of things to talk about. But it was good. That was
Never-
good that we
never-
didn't have to use it. So anyway,
That's never
But-
running things to talk about with this guy. That's why we love him.
I love it. That's why I had you guys on because you guys
Yeah.
really brought good conversation.
Bringing us out of the podcast retirement. We
We
appreciate
love
it.
it.
We appreciate it.
So please, if you're listening to it the first time, please go back and listen to other episodes. You will laugh your rear ends off. Thank you very much. All right. Well, for Aaron, Brandon, and Jennabee, thank you guys. And
Peace.
if anyone wants to sponsor, hit us up. Loyal
Yeah.
seltzer or whatever this drink is, vodka something.
I'll
All
take
right.
a Red Bull sponsorship too. If you're
There we go,
listening.
Red
Yeah, yeah.
Bull. Hit us up, y'all.